I kind of wanted to maybe start from the beginning of this little process and journey you're going through. Just what are the emotions? You're struggling a little bit. They call you in. They tell you you're going to Wilkes-Barre and all of that. What's that? Did you suspect it might happen? What's the process like?
I don't think you ever kind of expect that thing to happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you're non-waiver eligible, it happens quite a bit. Just throughout my career, going up and down, just not having waivers, going down, playing a couple games, coming back, vice versa. And I think just this time around, it was kind of, you get put on waivers, you don't really know what's going to happen. So I think it was just having to go down there with the same mindset that I did starting the season here. Is I want to improve, I want to get better, and I want to be a better goalie. So I think just going down there, not changing those expectations, just making sure that I have that same mindset and going down there with the same approach. And I think, obviously, I had a couple games down there that I thought I could have played better, and then I had some games up here where I thought I could have played better. So I think it was just about learning from those games and improving, and I think just bring that mindset back up here after being recalled, and just honestly just keep going. Just keep putting my best foot forward, keep working hard in practice, and I think it all falls together then.
I imagine there would have been some emotions when that process first started, though. I mean, being media, we lose our jobs quite a bit. You go through that, a couple of days of trying to get your feet beneath you. I imagine that was probably maybe similar for an athlete.
Yeah, it's obviously never easy. You're away from your family, you're living in a hotel, so my wife's been pregnant through the whole thing, so just having to deal with that. She's been a real troop. She's been very supportive. She's been awesome through the whole way, but I think that was the toughest part, was just being away from her, being away from your support system, and just kind of living in a hotel and having to do it on your own. So I think that was the toughest part. On days off, I'd go home and see her and be able to reconnect with her. But
that's a long drive.
It is, but it's worth every second. Being able to do that and be with your support system and being with the person you care about most, I think that helps a lot, even if it's just for a couple hours.
Did you have fun in Wilkes with the kids? Kind of seems like a bit of a high energy environment down there.
Yeah, they're great. They enjoy every second of it. And I think that really helped me a lot. The way that they have an outlook on practice and the way that they work, I think it really helped me. It didn't really give me time to think about the circumstance that I was in, think about where I was. It was just, I'm down here and it's time to get to work. And they pushed me just as much as I pushed them. And I think it was a great atmosphere down there. They have a great environment with the young kids and the older guys. And I think that team's really good. They're going to do special things.
Did you change anything about your training, mental training, anything along those lines? Did you do anything different down there? Change anything?
No, not really. Obviously, you reach out to those people a little bit more that you already have. Like, obviously, everyone has that in the NHL and the AHL. You have your physio, your psychologist, all those types of people. So you obviously reach out to them a little bit more in rough times to help you get through it. And I think that was a big help for me. And I think just being able to stay with that even-keeled mindset helped me from the transition down there back up.
So you keep like a third party, an external mental coach as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine they got a few calls through that process. Because I was thinking back to Marc-Andre Fleury, who kind of went through the same thing and had to adopt that. Did you reach out to any other goalies, to get their thoughts or experience?
A little bit. Obviously, you have a couple texts here and there from some guys, and I think it's just those little interactions that kind of pick you up, whether it's just, hey, keep going, or a deeper conversation. I think all those guys, they really help you. And I think when you have that kind of support system behind you and those people that have kind of been through it before, I think that really helps.
So you get called back up, you're going to be in the lineup. You probably knew, a day in advance or so? Talk me through that, nerves. How do you keep that in perspective? It's just one game, but it might seem like a pretty big game for you.
I think it's just excitement. It's like playing your first ever NHL game all over again. I don't think you'll ever lose that feeling of being able to step on the ice and have everyone in the building kind of stand up and cheer. It's something that you can't explain. Like, it's a different feeling. You can't get that from anything else. So I think being able to play down there really helped my game. It was good. It was fast paced, but coming up here, it's different. It's a whole different atmosphere. It's different. Yeah. It's a different level. Like, things happen fast, and it's relentless up here. And it's hard to win. So I think just being able to come up here and put my best foot forward and kind of just be relaxed and enjoy the moment, I think's really helped.
Well, you go 4-0-1 to kind of start that. That had to be a pretty big confidence boost for you too. Did it? Maybe ask it maybe this way: any vindication when you kind of start 4-0-1? Is it see, I knew I could, kind of that emotion, or is it just a fun sort of?
I think it's nothing more than just a fun, raw emotion of being able to be out there and battle with those guys again. I think it's being able to do that and being able to join them again. I've started my career here, and I hope to end it here. I think it's been fun the whole way through the ups and downs, and being able to go out there and kind of string some wins together. I think there's nothing better than that.
Well, you mentioned keep your career here. I mean, obviously that's a thought. I mean, do you kind of go through that thought process? Like, this summer could be changed. There's going to be a lot of changes around here, and you're fighting to stay here?
Yeah, you never know. Like, I think it was you that said it's another audition. Like, it's obviously another audition for me. Every time I get to play a game, be the goalie of record, that's an audition for me to put another tool in my bag or another step forward. I think that's all I want to do, is be able to show them that I'm that goalie that I was and that I am, and I just want to keep doing that and help this team keep winning.
So I'll add one more. What are the misconceptions? What's one misconception about Tristan Jarry that fans or even us media folk might have?
It's
a lot?
I'll let them think about that themselves, but I just want to be that person that they could depend on and win games and be a good person to be around and be fun. I think when you're winning games, there's nothing better. And being able to be around this team that's won a whole bunch, I hope to continue that and be around more.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.